Should turn that off, I suppose. Mute that. Feud for tomorrow, not today. There you go. All right. Okay. That's, oh, man, we got to stop the pre-show recording. Here we go. Okay, all right. All right, now we got this. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, this is it. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. I'm recording, and we're off to the races in 3, 2, 1.
And here is a picture of cute little Pikachu, and he's being energized by an energy ball. And now you notice he's not quite so cute anymore, and his little satanic tail is really erect.
Another grandma.
The morning stream, 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 the morning stream.
This is the morning stream. It's the end of the world, and I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to TMS. It's the morning stream for January 11th, 2022. I'm Scott. He's Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott.
Hey,
How
man. I'm okay. I got, it's been a morning. I've got a lot of energy for some reason. I can't explain it because I slept like garbage. But here I am, feeling up and motivated,
Good.
you know.
Good. Yeah.
Got some big meetings today. I got some stuff to do, but none of it makes me as happy as doing a morning show with you. That rhymed. Did you hear it? Did you hear the rhyme?
Oh, I did. Yeah, exactly. It was. It took a while to get there, but it did rhyme.
Yeah, I did. That's my whole life story. Is it took a while to get there. You could use that to describe a lot of things. Anyway, we're here, and thanks for being with us, everybody. We have a nice, healthy chat room this morning. By the way, I don't mention it enough, so I'll just mention it now. If you're like, hey man, I want to be a bigger part of the real time, you can join us in the mornings. We record at 9 a.m. on every day except Friday, right here on the show, frogpants.tv. Yeah. You just show up
Join us, won't you?
Yeah, it's a nice. It's nice. It's nice in there. It's good people.
It's warm. It's nice and warm and inviting.
And we get an occasional troll, but we kick them out as quick as they come in.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, fun when we get a troll because we really get on them.
They don't last very long. It's fine. Hey, I did that Taco Bell thing like we talked about.
Yeah, the taco pass, the daily taco pass.
The daily taco pass. Now, here's the problem. I did it.
Yeah.
Well, I should say Kim did it because she had the rewards program. So I'm like, just use yours. Let's just use yours and get it over.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I don't want to go sign up.
Kim drives. Kim
does it all. She has everything. Yeah. If Kim ever like disappeared, passed away, took off, whatever, I'm screwed. She has everything. She has all the numbers. She has all the stuff. Anyway, so I didn't want to do a new card. She's like, well, I already have one. I'll just do it. So she did it.
Okay.
And they gave her a bunch of rewards for doing it, which is nice. Mm-hmm. And then you'd think day one, excited, got the thing locked in, ready to rock, ready to go, got all these bonus points. And we didn't go to a Taco Bell to do anything. We didn't even get a taco like on day one. What is wrong with us?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is where it happens, right? It's like basically you're doing exactly what they want you to do. We bought the pass. Yep. Oh well, we're not going to work out today because we've got these leftovers we have to eat. Or oh no, we're not going to be out and about. It's snowing. We don't want to go anywhere. Yeah. They're counting on this.
They're 100% getting what they wanted out of me, which is less use than I was hoping to make of it.
Sure.
So we'll see.
Well,
I'm going today.
Not with me though.
Yeah.
I did go there. I did get my free taco. I did the crunchy taco supreme, and I had a free bean burrito because it was a reward thing.
Yeah.
And you know, you were worried a little bit, or we were worried. We were talking about this, being worried that the employees would put pubic hairs in our food or spit or something like that.
Yeah.
They really have no idea because you're buying this ahead of time on the app, and then you're just going through the drive-thru and saying, "I have an app order for Kim," and then they
is that all you do?
I
guess I've never done that before. So you just say, "Here's my app order," and they say, "Oh, cool, come pull up to the whatever."
Exactly. Yeah, but they don't start making it until you're there, which is nice. So nothing gets gross.
Right.
Well, grosser, but
grosser.
But
nothing gets even more disgusting.
Nothing gets even more disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But no, they have no idea, right? So they just see you coming through, and what's nice about the app is that it's so much easier than talking to the person and trying to explain what you want if you want, changes.
Why
I
did
know they don't
yeah.
do the what do they call that? It was great. It was like they would replace cheese and sour cream with pico de gallo
Oh, right.
and Fiesta style or something. I
Fiesta,
can't
something fresco style, something like that.
Fresco. That was it, fresco.
Yeah.
And you'd have to go through and say, "Can I get Taco Supreme Fresco and this and that and the, what this other thing and change this and could you put take the blah 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 for that." So much easier, and there's there's a customizable box, so you can say, "Oh, well, I like the chalupa, the black bean chalupa. I like the bean burrito. Put that together in a box and call that a box thing with a free drink."
Yeah. And then having this all happen ahead of time saves you from dealing with a kid who probably barely scraped by in his science class last semester.
Right.
So
certainly barely scraped by in English.
Yeah.
Welcome to Taco Bell. Can I interest you in a beef Mexi Deluxe patty?
no is the answer always to that question. I almost always say no. Hold on a minute. I'm actually going to think about this. I don't think
recently when you did say yes at Panda, they told you the thing that they were pitching to you, they were out of.
They were out of, exactly. So that was the lesson. Prior to that, I barely ever do this. So someone says, "Would you like to?" And I go, "No, we're going to do this because I already have in mind what I'm going to do." But at Panda Express, you're right. They hosed me with that deal.
They totally did. Like, it backfired, basically.
You want to have our always in stock, never not gone chicken? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. We're all out of that.
Too bad.
It was like a movie. That was such a weird moment. I still don't quite have a way to make sense of it. But anyway, I'll get a taco today is the point. And I really waited too long because yesterday we had weirdly warm weather. It was like 52 for a chunk of the day. And the sun was out. It was nice.
Oh, nice.
And then today, it's like 13 degrees today. So now I got to go out and, in the freezing cold and get my whatnot. But
your whatnot, yes. Go get your free taco.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to do it.
Use some of those freebies that Kim earned with her rewards.
Yeah.
But don't spend any additional money. Stick it to them. Stick it to the
That's
taco
what I want to
man.
do. That's what I want to do. I want to try to make sure that there is a zero-sum transaction here except for whatever gas it cost me to get to the Taco Bell. That's it.
Right.
Which isn't far. They're just down the road. Big deal.
No.
In warmer climes, I could probably walk there. Well, I wouldn't actually want to do that, but I could. It's a little longer than you'd want to walk. But still, the point is, I'm trying to screw them. I gave them my $10 this month. Let's see what I can get out of it.
Right. And if you just get the taco, guess what? 170 calories. Piece of cake. That's
that's nothing.
It's nothing.
I can burn. I'll burn that off just
walk into the car to drive over there.
Yeah, picking up a box from UPS on the front store or front that thing.
I'll work that off tweeting on the way to the restaurant as Kim drives.
I'll vigorously tweet something while Kim drives and orders and picks up and handles everything as if I'm some sort of invalid man.
Right.
All right.
No, we're really not trying to screw Taco Bell. We just want to teach them a lesson about coming up with a 30-day taco pass. We're going to teach them a lesson.
We are, or we're going to, at the end of this, realize that we were the victims all along.
Right.
So it's fine.
Maybe all the way through it, we might realize that.
I mean, the reason that they do test cities and stuff ahead of time is so that they can maximize the value of the program. And for them, that is maximizing profits. So whatever the reason they landed on 10, the thing I read, or maybe you and I read it together, they're bouncing between $5 and $10, and ended up at 10 for whatever reasons. But these are smart. They have some of those, people that work at that level at these big multi-chain whatevers, some of the smartest marketing people on the planet. They come up with the right price to match the right usage, to match the right profitability, all that stuff. I have no doubt that they've done this in a way to make sure that Taco Bell makes a bank ton of money on their $10 a month taco program.
Sure.
Brian and I's goal here is not to deny that or to throw water in the face of it. We are going to take advantage of it.
Game.
We're playing the game. Yeah, we're playing the game.
Playing the game.
We know Vegas has a house advantage, but we're still going to go do things in the casino that will maximize our chances of winning. All right?
That's right. Wow. And comparing eating Taco Bell food to gambling, you couldn't have found a more appropriate comparison.
It's always a bit of a gamble. Especially that bean burrito. Good luck with that.
Then, later on in the bathroom, just remind yourself, oh, the house always wins.
Oh, the house. All right. Also, I thought this was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big proponent of UFOs or alien life is real, or I shouldn't say this.
Sure.
I think that the universe is big enough and infinite enough that their life on other planets is almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
But this idea that they've come here and hung around and poked us in the butts and everything, I don't think I can with it. You know what I mean?
Probably not the anal probing, but how do you think?
Yeah.
We may have talked about this before, but let's say, all right, definitively, let's say it's been announced that, all right, we have discovered alien life.
Yeah.
Or alien life,
yeah,
we know for one way or another interacts with Earth. How do they do it? Do they stand a safe distance away and kind of shout to us, yell down from their spacecraft?
Yeah.
Do they land on Earth and risk getting attacked? Do they?
Yeah.
Do we find them on another planet that we can see and say, "Oh, look, there's like alien life on that other planet that we'll never get to," or
right? That's the question. Like, how are they advanced enough to even communicate or contact us at all? Are they like us, where we send radio waves into the ether, hoping they land somewhere, and somebody picks it up and hears it? Because we're always listening on this end, and as far as I know, we've never found anything drastically interesting other than some strange anomalies that are usually chalked up later to like, oh, this planet died or this sun exploded, and we're just hearing that now from a billion years ago or whatever.
I mean, we did find evidence that there was water on Mars at one point.
Yes, and the moon might have a bunch of water, turns out, maybe just under the surface. This was just talked about recently. So we're learning new stuff all the time, and space is a big mystery and all that stuff, but I've just never... I am not... If you come up to Scott and say, hey, Scott, do you think aliens are like here among us or have done any stuff? No, I don't. I think we made all that up. It's like Bigfoot. We're real good at making stuff up that's impossible to prove. So
I feel like there's very little benefit to an alien race coming and saying, all right, let's infiltrate the Earth without telling us or telling them who we are.
Right.
It's like, no, like come out, say, hey, we're aliens. We have this technology. What do you got? Oh, want to switch? Cool. All right. See ya.
Yeah. And everything we come up with is always real dumb. Like, oh, they were gray and short and had big eyes. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Nice job with your imagination. So anyway, all of that being said,
yes,
I'm more of a show it to me first and let's see the evidence and let's hear a peer-reviewed thing before I buy into stuff. This is interesting. The former manager of the Department of Defense Aerospace Threat Program, that's a fairly highfalutin position in the government.
It is. Yeah.
Says that UFOs are real. Now, I have a problem with that line by itself because UFO stands for unidentified flying object. And I believe that objects somebody has seen that they can't identify exist, but the implication of what they are is the part we don't know about. So it's...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like there are things we've seen we can't identify.
We do have real unidentified flying objects. Whether or not they're aliens, who knows?
Yeah,
but
they
there
could be
are
anything.
things in the sky that we have not been able to identify, and we're fine with that.
Yeah, and I'll never forget Andrew Smith, friend of the program, listener, and frequent Nerdtacular attendee, and creator of the... is it behind me?
The trophy, right?
There it is over there. The big trophy for our many years of never giving it to anyone but me taking it home trophy.
Right. Even when the other teams won it, you still brought it home.
Oh, always. That was just going to be it was just always my plan. I didn't care who won.
Well, it really would require separate luggage if somebody flew here, won the trophy, and had to take it back to wherever they were from.
Yeah, it's a big, heavy metal sculpture. Heavy.
And by that we mean jury.
Yeah.
Is basically what we mean.
That's really what we mean. He could put it in his beard. There were years he could have hid it in his beard, but not now so much. But anyways, what was my point? Oh, the year that he made, this is like 2013 or something, 14. He made a UFO or made an object, put it in the sky, and all the news, local news, and all the internet chatter and everything else was like, dude, UFO, Salt Lake, up above Salt Lake, nobody can explain this thing. And they ran like multiple stories during that week about nobody knows. And they had guys on that were supposed to be experts about this stuff, and they were all like, we believe this is a true sighting of an alien form. And they're doing all this stuff, and I'm thinking, and I didn't know this until he told me. So he writes me and goes, dude, that thing's mine. I put that up there. And I went,
which is the best.
It is
it's
great.
Better like hearing about it after there's kerfuffle about it and him saying, by the way, I did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the worst part about it, though, is he admitted to it, went on the news, a couple of channels anyway, and they interviewed him and said, yeah, this is how I made it. Here's pictures of it. Here, this is how I kept it aloft and why it looked like it was further than it was. And this, he explained the whole art installation trickery of it. And people still didn't believe it. They just went, whatever. He's being
just
told
trying
to do
take
this.
credit for something.
Yeah, or he's being told to do this by the government because they need to hide the fact that was an actual UFO. Like, I learned a lot of lessons that day. That day was he doesn't know this, and if he's listening today, write me, Andrew, and we'll talk about it. But that was a day where I went, oh, this is how people are. There's no getting around this.
Yeah.
Even if you know the guy that faked it, and he put it up there. And forget about, we could have arguments about the ethical nature of pranking everybody into thinking there's a UFO. Whatever. We'll get past that. But what I'm getting at is you can put it out there and know that you made it and did it. And there are going to be people who will, to your face, deny that there's no way you did it and this is all a conspiracy. That's the level people get to with their quote-unquote, call it beliefs or their whatever it is. Whatever story they've told themselves, they'll back themselves into some gnarly corners to defend what they think is the case. Even when you say, no, I did it.
Give them the actual truth.
Yeah, and I felt like that was a moment for me that I learned something. Anyway,
yeah.
The point is, this guy at the DOD, former high-level official, let's see, and he's also a scientist with deep black experience, meaning they've seen a lot of stuff, right? He says these insiders have long-standing connections to the government agencies, which have many programs investigating unidentified aerial phenomena, or UFOs, sometimes called UAPs. Is that what that is? Unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP? Interesting.
UAPs. Okay.
Never heard that before. That's brand
I haven't
new.
heard that one. No, I don't. It doesn't roll off the tongue like UFOs.
No.
So what's the difference? Unidentified aerial phenomena versus unidentified flying objects.
Feels
I guess
like someone's just
maybe
fancy
it could
version.
be it could be sparkles. Sparkles would be aerial phenomena, but an actual thing would be a flying object.
Yeah, there you go. Phenomena. Phenomena. Anyway.
Yeah.
The team includes a 25-year veteran of the CIA's Directorate of Operations, Lockheed Martin Program Director and Advanced Systems Skunk Works, and former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. Anyway, this dude says, we believe there are discoveries within our reach that will revolutionize the human experience. Let's see. Anyway, goes on to say, later in the story...
You the president, by the way. President of that company president CEO.
Oh, who is it? Wait, I'm missing it. Tom.
That
Whoa! Is that the guy?
It's the guy. Yes, that is. It's Blink-182's own Tom DeLonge.
It's this guy right here.
Hello there.
Well, one of them. It's one of them, anyways. Wow. Wait a minute.
Right. Yes.
Company president. Okay, well, I know he's out there thinking everything's UFOs because that's all he does now.
He's
All right. Well, anyway, he says and agrees that the dude from the DOD says they're real, and so now it must be real. So everything's real.
Everything's real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody get ready. Well, the guy. Look, if the guy from Blink-182 says it's real, then why can you can't question that?
Right. No.
So it's Blink-182. They blinked 182 times. They know.
Exactly. But he's not the manager of the Department of Defense Aerospace Threat Program. What is he?
I left the link off.
Here it is. The To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences, a public benefit corporation.
That's what he's in charge of, right?
Yeah, To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences, or you can brave it to Tatas. Even though it really doesn't, you think, it's Blink-182. It should be called Tatas.
Well, to that I would repeat.
Hello there.
Hello there to your Tatas. Well, all right. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I have to say this, Tom, I still don't quite believe it. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Convince me. I'm fine. Show me some evidence like Bigfoot or anything else. I have a friend who is this won't give away who he is, I don't think. I don't think this is doxing him. He's a professor at a local university. That's all I'll say about him. And you would think, professor, highfalutin position and this sort of thing. 100% believes Bigfoot is not only real, but that he's seen him multiple times. Goes on
that he personally has seen Bigfoot.
Yeah, of course, no photos or anything, but claims he's seen him. He goes on these regular trips to the Pacific Northwest, some of the forests out there, Seattle area, Oregon forest, that sort of stuff, and that's where he claims he sees the thing. And yeah, he's 100% sure of it, and yet I think it's complete bunk and bullcrap. And there he is teaching at a accredited university. So
yeah.
So there you have it.
You think he's just maybe seen somebody with really big feet?
His wife gets a little shy every time he brings it up. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
Right.
He just woke up one morning and went, "Ah! I've seen
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot."
Big feet.
Yeah,
I've seen Bigfoot.
Those are some big feet. I've seen Bigfoot. Oh, that's my favorite thing you've said it all week. That's very funny. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share there. Hey, do you want to eat a Japan thing fast? Let's
eat a Japan thing fast.
All right, we got Japan things. I got this.
Take this. It's for you. It's food.
It sounds like
Patton Oswalt, or not Patton Oswalt.
blue guy.
Mr. Meeseeks?
No, no, from Arrested Development. I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, it does. It sounds like David Cross.
David Cross. That's who it sounds like. Maybe it
does
is
sound
him.
like David Cross.
Maybe
Might
it is.
be.
I don't know.
Because that is from Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah. Well,
Take this. It's for you. It's food.
I have no idea what that's from.
Or is that from
Let's see if I have a date on it.
Futurama?
I don't know what it is. All right, I just figured it out. But yeah, Tobias Funke.
People are Johnny Than confirms it is David Cross.
Okay.
All right, cool.
By the way,
Star Blazers? No, really? That's from Star Blazers?
oh, it is. You know what it is? That's what we capped it
Star
from.
Blazers, really? Okay.
Yeah, so it's not
All right.
David Cross, but it sure sounds like him.
God, it totally sounds like David Cross.
Station 11 features David Cross. I won't tell you how, but he's in it.
Somebody said, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, feels like if we're gonna eat any of them after all that UFO and space talk,
Yeah.
it should be the one. Find one that's in a blue. Oh, yours doesn't have all the fun artwork, huh?
What is
So
it?
here's what the bag looks like.
Do I have that?
It's like, yeah, well, it doesn't. Here's what the individual Kit Kats look like.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're looking for
All
right
let
there.
me see what I got.
But this is like an ice cream cone with people, like a little space ice cream cone, geodesic dome city, with people floating up into the sky.
Did this?
No, that's
No?
got a Canadian maple leaf on it.
Oh, freaking Canadians. What do they know?
Canada!
All right, let's see.
This one's just straight up blue.
How about
Dabba
this?
dee, dabba die.
Oh, yeah, here it is. That's it.
That's it. That's the
Okay.
one.
Let's
Okay.
do that, and then let's do one of these pig ones again.
Okay.
Are these, because I don't know if these are supposed to be different than the big pig one we ate?
I think the red one is an angrier pig. You want to do the angrier
Yeah,
pig?
let's eat the angry pig. Everybody eat your angry pig here.
All right.
Okay,
We should probably start then with the angry pig.
Yeah, start with the angry pig, and then go on to the much less angry
This is gonna be
chocolate treat.
Super, I'm guessing super spicy, which is, okay. I'm okay with that.
Seems like it's just like the last ones. We'll see how this is.
Oh,
Yeah, it stinks.
I don't like the smell of that.
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah.
It smells like. Ooh, I do like it though. Did you
Yeah,
say
grizzly. Still grizzly.
grizzly and pig fatty?
Yeah, it's like
I like that.
what they do with the good part of the pig. Do they not use it?
In Japan, they have a very serious take on pigs, and
Like eating just pig muscle or something.
yeah, they're like throw away
Not very-
all the good parts of the pig. We will only eat the
And
muscle.
not very spicy. I'll say that too.
No, more sweet if anything. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got kind of a sweet pig thing on the other end.
A sweet chili. Yeah, sweet barbecue chili flavor.
All right, so this blue thing, it's got like twister on the ends of it.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that? All right. Oh,
Left
they're
hand red, right hand blue.
like
I sure hope you don't feel my boner twister.
Well done, Paul. So these are like cookie, chocolatey cookie.
Oh, they do. They look like cookies and cream. Yeah.
See that, everyone? Ooh, it's already sweaty. There, here we go. Oh. Well, that's just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cookies and cream, right?
I can't tell. Yeah, I think so. Well,
I don't know. What else am I supposed to be getting out of that? I can't tell.
yeah, I think it's cookies and cream, which would make sense with the ice cream.
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah, it's like almost chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah,
Kind
come on,
of.
focus.
Flavor-wise, flavor-wise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what'd you get on your translation? That's the fun part of this.
I know.
Forget about eating things that have traveled across the world. We just want to know what they say in English.
The food you eat.
The food you eat.
Oh, the food you eat. There.
I feel like you
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Ready?
Yeah. Send that over.
God, I love it. I love it when I pause on a great translation.
Because it changes if you move too much, right? Like it tweaks around.
It does. It does. Like, it'll disappear quickly, and you'll be like, "Oh, I missed that one." Oh.
All right. It's heading to me.
Have a look at this one coming through in your.
It's text, right? Yeah, here we go.
Yep, coming through.
All right, here you go, everybody. I'm going to pull it up here. Come on, you're big. Food when you eat. That's so stupid.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's great. I can't tell if that's because it's just hard to translate or because Google Translate kind of sucks. Which is it?
It's probably a little bit of both.
That's because it's so off. Like there's no way.
Come on.
There's no way it really says that, right? There's no way.
No, there's no way. Come on, you're big. Food when you eat.
Yeah, come on. You're big. That's amazing. And what is 74N-S? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the chemical we've just ingested.
I'm blaming Google for this.
Let me see if I'm going to see if the big bag.
Ooh, Brian's pulling out his big bag. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hawaii cream flavor. Like right off the top, Puma ice cream flavor.
Wait a minute. Puma ice cream?
Yeah.
What does that even
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know. Summer. Oh, changing. It just screamed for help at one point, and then it changed. Omar ice cream flavor.
Tell me there's real Puma in there.
Sir ice cream flavor.
Yes.
Sir? It doesn't know what the first word is, so I've had Puma, Sir, and Omar.
I like Sir. Sir ice cream flavor.
Ma ice cream flavor. Yeah, I think it's just flat out ice cream flavor. But it's very cookies and cream.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've had this flavor many times, including other Japanese versions of a Kit Kat that are named differently, but similar taste. It's very good.
This one said, "Yeah, Klim taste."
Yeah, Klim taste. Yeah. Someone in the chat sent us a direct link. What is this? Okay,
Yeah,
Kit Kat
Juicy Calhoun.
Chocolates Mini Summer Ice Cream. Mini.
There it is. That's exactly the one it is. Mini
Okay.
Mini
$9.
summer ice cream.
$9.90 for a package of I don't know how many are in there. 12.
Have fun answering questions created by the Future Science Museum of Japan, written on the packaging of each individually wrapped chocolate bar.
Whoa, there's a
Flavored
game.
with ice cream and foulatine with cream powder kneaded between the wafers.
Foulatine. I don't know. Do I want to know
I
what?
feel like we need another translation.
Yeah, what's foulatine? That seems bad. Like we shouldn't be eating something called foulatine. All
I
right.
didn't even notice there are little science questions on the back. We should send these to Bobby.
Yeah, no kidding. Or,
Oh, my God.
You know what? Hold on to one or two of those. Let's use one today and see if you can answer it on the fly.
Good Lord. I mean, that,
We'll stump him.
I have to translate it.
Oh, because it's in Japanese.
I don't even know where it is. I don't see any. Oh, it's the thing that translated to "Come on, you're big. Eat when you eat food" or whatever it is. That's because that has a question mark at the end of it.
Okay, so well, crap though. If we can't get the right,
yeah, exactly. There should be like a. That's supposed to be like a science question.
So if we ask Bobby, "Come on, you're big. Food when you eat."
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, how can I pause it? Oh, need to. Oh, see if I can get it again.
All right.
This was good. This was so good. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is great. All right. This says, in the future, you will be on Mars. What is your clothing, food, and housing when you move?
When you move.
When you move. This
All
one
right.
actually,
That's an actual
it
question.
translated well this time.
Yeah, that's not bad. Well done, Google. Once in a while, you get it right. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is good stuff.
All right.
we'll talk to Bobby later. We'll see what his take is on that. And in the meantime, we have to do this. It's time for your daily dose of news, and it's brought to you by...
It's not brought to you by the Omar ice cream flavor. 13peppersbyralph.com is having a sale to move the last of his inventory. He says, I specialize in hot pepper seeds. The hotter the better, and if you use the code TMS at checkout, you'll receive an additional discount of 15% off the sale price just for being a fellow listener. So, if you have it in your heart to help a fellow nerd out, please visit my site at, again, here's the number 13. Sorry, I have too much ice cream flavor in my mouth. The number 13, peppersbyralph.com. Also follow him at Instagram at 13peppersbyralph and at YouTube, just 13 Peppers for all his fun stuff.
13 Peppers is a great name for YouTube.
13 Peppers by Ralph.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing this. This sounds cool. I'm going to check it out.
Super cool. Yeah.
13peppersbyralph.com. I'm looking it up right now just for funsies here.
See what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at this. Entire stock on sale. Seeds and spices from my garden to your home. All orders over 25, free shipping. Oh, yeah, look at all these. Ooh, that looks hot. That looks like it would burn my face. Oh, he's got so many. Holy crap.
Really? Well, it should be 13, right?
There's more than that. There's like 1, 2.
So these are seeds like... So grow your own peppers kind of thing.
Yeah, it's right? Looks like. And he's got pictures of his actual grown ones for each one.
Oh, look at that.
He's got a whole... Oh, this is great. What a cool thing.
I'm kidding.
I like his about page.
That's Ohio.
Our story page is great. It says, eventually I'll put something here about how I got to where I'm at. Maybe. Fine. My wife says I have to. I will work on it. LOL. So.
sounds like all of us.
Yeah, nobody knows how to do those, right?
Oh, these are all on sale too, so you can get a pack of pick a pack of pepper seeds for like under $3 in a lot of cases.
Nicely done on the
some Brazilian red ghost.
Ooh, that was my I wrestled on
Congo de Nicaragua.
Ooh, CC wee wee. All right, first story of the day.
Yeah.
Let's let's get our COVID story out of the way because there's always...
All right, let's do it.
There's always one.
A COVID story.
Teacher's in trouble. Texas teacher locked a COVID positive son in her car boot, or as they call it here in America, the trunk. Mm-hmm. This is a UK story, so that's why they're calling it the boot.
Right.
Zoe knows. Zoe, you know what a boot is, right?
She knows what the boot is. Yeah. What about the bonnet? What about the bonnet, Zoe? Huh?
Yeah.
Bonnet boot.
And Canadians know all about it. All right. A U.S. teacher has been arrested for allegedly locking her COVID-positive son in the car boot to protect herself from exposure to the virus as she drove to a testing site, says local media. Sarah Beam, age 41, is reportedly charged with endangering a child. A witness called police after hearing someone in the vehicle's trunk on the 3rd of January at the site of Harris County, Texas. The teacher reportedly opened the boot to reveal the boy lying inside. It's a 13-year-old son.
So this actually happened in Texas. But it was reported in the UK.
Yeah, they're reporting it in the UK. I think I saw there was another US version of this, but I like the UK one because it's so much more prim and proper.
Put him in the boot.
Hey, put him in the boot. Let's see. The teacher reportedly opened the boot. I'm going to say trunk from now on. To reveal the boy lying inside. Mrs. Beam said her 13-year-old son had tested positive for COVID-19. He was taking the kid to Pridgeon Stadium. Pridgeon. It was a location there for another test to confirm the result, according to local media. She reportedly had placed the teenager in the car trunk because she did not want to be infected herself. Health worker told her there would be no coronavirus test until the boy was allowed to sit in the back seat of the car. So they weren't going to go around and administer it in the trunk and then shut the damn thing.
Ma'am, you cannot put a child in the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
It was, nope, we are not going to test him until you put him in the back seat.
Yeah, put him in the back seat or else we're not part of your weird, sick thing. Let's see. The health worker, Mrs. Beam had been working as a teacher at Cypress Falls High School since 2011, is now on administrative leave.
Imagine why.
The police were alerted that a child was in the trunk of a car to drive through COVID testing earlier this week, says law enforcement. Law enforcement conducted a full investigation, resulting in a warrant for arrest. Thankfully, the child was not harmed. Let's see. Sergeant Richard Standifer.
Ooh. Oh.
I know. It's not as good. It's okay. But it's no Standfire, for sure.
Standifer. It's like I couldn't decide if your last name was going to be Stan or Jennifer, so we'll just jam them together.
Yeah,
Standifer.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I don't like this name now. Is of the Texas Department of Public Safety told the local news channel that the boy could have been seriously hurt if the vehicle had ended up in any kind of collision. I've never heard of somebody being put in a trunk because they tested positive for anything, says Sergeant Standifer. Yeah,
because you haven't experienced a zombie outbreak. Because if somebody did have a zombie affliction, I'd put him in the trunk.
I wonder if they would have been any more upset in Texas, or hell, even in Utah when I was growing up. You would always see people just loosely in the back of people's trucks all the time. Kids and teenagers were just
mostly getting into drive-in movies.
Yeah, it's super easy to do back then. Now it's like way more. You get pulled over for it now, but in Texas,
because it is a danger. It's like if there's an accident, it's that trunk that saves the people within the car.
Yeah,
because it crumples first.
Exactly. So if they'd have pulled up in a truck, an open bed truck, would they have reacted differently?
Oh, probably not. Probably would have been no issue.
See, that's hilarious to me.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know that was fine when we were kids. Is it illegal now to?
Pretty sure it's illegal in most states. Not all. Like Dice Tomato says, not in Kentucky. You can ride in them all the time. When you and I were kids, pretty sure you could do that, and there was no big deal. That's just what you did.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
But people were getting thrown from them and killed all the time. So eventually, of course, laws reflect that. It's legal in Virginia. Yeah, that makes sense. Virginia does a lot of things legally. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, are they being too hard on her simply because? Well, let me put it this way. If she was in a collision, which would be more dangerous, an open bed truck or a trunk, an enclosed trunk? I don't know. But if she'd have gotten away with it in the truck, then what's the point of getting after her for this? You know what I mean?
Probably more danger in a trunk, right? Because at least in a truck, there's a lot more room, and it's a lot heavier vehicle or a lot heavier. They've got to get through a lot more to get to the people. Even if they're in the back, whereas a trunk, man, that thing crumples up like a soda can.
That's true. I guess the only real downside of the open part of a bed would be you get tossed, right? So you get thrown into traffic or off a cliff or something.
Let's ask you this. All right. So there are states where it's illegal and states where it is legal to have riders in the back of a pickup truck. Of the 50 states, what's your percentage? Like, what do you think? How many states do you think it's legal in versus illegal?
I'm guessing every major city on the coasts are probably. Oh no, that wouldn't be true because I know Mississippi probably is cool with it, and they're a coastal state. Oh, geez.
Mississippi is cool with it, by the way.
Yeah, I think someone told me that, or maybe it's because Kim's brothers were always in the back of a truck, and it just
maybe, yeah.
All right, I'll say 30% of places it's illegal.
30%. So 50 states, 30% of that would be roughly 18.
18. No. Wait, hold on.
30 plus 20, so just under 18%, 17% basically.
Yeah, so about 17.
20 states. So you're close.
Oh, not too far off.
Where it is legal, and of course those are Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Delaware, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Vermont, Washington, West Virginia, and of course, Wyoming.
Of course. Yeah, they can't have. They can't be not having people in trucks up there. Come on now.
Right. Now, the remaining 30 states have laws. Let's see. A few prohibit any riding in the back, but some of them have an age limit. So, older than 18, you can do it in Florida, Georgia, Maine, quite a few states actually.
Interesting.
16 is the cutoff point. Louisiana, it's 12. Massachusetts, it's 12. And then Arkansas, D.C., New Jersey, Utah, and Wisconsin, and Hawaii and New York. None at all. None at all.
I knew it was hardcore here now.
Yep.
And it's not that long ago because there was a time where, back when I was I was involved in some scout leadership stuff. We used to drive around and do flags on like the 4th of July, and the kids would, it'd be like,
they'd ride in the
and they'd ride in the back of the thing and do that. But maybe we were breaking the law and I didn't know it. I don't know. It wasn't my truck.
Should we start a movement where we protest and have signs made about the government taking away our rights to ride in the back of an open pickup truck?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's cause some false outrage about a thing no one cares about.
Yeah,
I think that actually seems like the thing to do these days. Let's do it.
It does. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
My
in.
body, my choice.
Yeah, my truck,
Pickup
my
truck.
my
truck, my body, my choice. Perfect.
Oh boy, I can't wait. Here's another story here for you about Honda. This is another car story, automotive story, sort of. Older Honda and Acura models. So if you got an older model, we'll get to what that means in a minute. Were hit by the Y2K22 bug.
Oh.
That resets clocks 20 years in the past. And this actually happened.
So it changes it to Y2002.
Yeah.
So it changes it to.
Basically,
Okay.
yes. Owners of older Honda and Acura models started up their cars on New Year's Day only to find that their vehicles turned into time machines, according to a report from Jalopnik.
Jalopnik.
Jalopnik?
Like jalopy.
Oh,
Jalopnik.
like car. It's a car reference.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's a tech car site. It's part of the Gawker media set, I think.
Oh, right. Or whoever owns those now.
Whoever they own. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't know what
No
happened to all
longer
that.
Gawker. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, thanks a lot. What's your real name? Maurice Patootie.
Hulkster.
What's his real name? His real name's like Maurice Patootie or something. What is it?
What is his real name?
What is it?
Oh, shoot.
Terry Balea. That's it.
Balea, that's it. Yeah.
He sucks.
Pumbaa.
A Pumbaa. Thanks, Claire. Anyway, so it's I'll say they didn't say it's not clear which cars are affected, but by judging by user reports, it's somewhere with models released from 2006 to 2014. So relatively new cars. In fact, I'll bet my son's 2014 Honda probably is doing this, and he's not paying attention.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
He doesn't.
It's kind of weird that it even cares what the year is anyway, but I guess like when I get my Kia Soul has a display on the dashboard, as most cars do, and it tells me the month and day, which is really cool. I like that, and of course the time.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, it definitely doesn't tell me the year, and I should know the year. I should be able to get in my car with the already predetermined with the knowledge that I know what year it is. So why would it need to display it? But I guess that is important for adjusting the calendar automatically in leap years.
Yeah, and then there's so much stuff tied into dates with your maintenance stuff that happens automatically. There's so much computer crap in those that they all depend on that clock, I think, for stuff. But it shouldn't be that hard to tweak this and fix it, right? I mean, just get in there and fix it, I guess. I don't know.
I would think.
It's not like your car stops running, I wouldn't assume. They said even if you attempt to manually tweak the date and time, the system does not appear to save the new things, hence it's a bug. America Honda is aware of the potential concern connected with the clock display in certain older Acura and Honda models equipped with navigation systems, says Honda spokesperson Chris Naughton. He told this to The Verge. We are currently investigating this issue to determine possible countermeasures and have no additional details to share at this time. That's their speak
has
for...
to come up with sorry speak, corporate sorry speak, because people's clocks were 20 years.
Yeah, and now they have to decide, are we going to do anything? Because this will cost us $1 billion to do anything.
Right,
And
right.
They probably won't
I'm
do
sure
anything.
they'll just send out a USB USB that everybody plugs in, downloads a new firmware, done.
Yeah. I liked my Honda...
Or they just say your car's too old, we're not going to fix it, which is probably more likely. 2006 to 2014.
They should make the Japanese corporate do it. Make them be all like apologetic and bow a lot and stuff like that. They should do that. One more story here, Brian. This is good news for men like us.
Oh, good, excellent. I was hoping for some good news for men like us.
It won't work for you though because you've had the snippy snip. But I don't know. Help me if I ever got out of control.
Sure.
Turns out heating up testicles with nanoparticles can work as male contraception. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, I just rub them together to heat them up, like a couple of sticks at a campfire.
It's like that.
Just like that. Yep, exactly like that. Yeah.
Actually, that helped me because my hands are cold down here. It's freezing today.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, nanocontraception is based on the idea that nanoparticles, here about 100 nanometers in diameter, it's pretty small. That's roughly...
Yes, he did. By the way, he did say contraception.
Did I say contraception? I didn't mean to.
Yeah, he did call it contraception,
Gosh,
which
dang
is
it.
great.
What
Jamie
is-
will find it and
So wait, what's the mix between contraception and consterception?
Consternation.
Consternation? I didn't even hear it. All right.
Oh, constipation. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was a combination of constipation and contraception.
There you go. Ew. I'm sad now that I said it. Anyway, they're 100 nanometers in diameter. That's roughly 1/1000th the width of a piece of paper or a strand of human hair. So very, very, very small. Can somehow be delivered to the testes where they can be warmed. If you could warm up the testes just a bit, you would have a way to turn sperm production on and off at will, because the warmer they get, the less fertile they become. Yeah.
That's cool.
But it's a delicate process because the testicles can be irreversibly destroyed if they become too warm. The tissue dies and it can no longer produce sperm, even when the testicles return to their normal temperature. So, using nanotechnologies to warm testicles was first studied in 2013 on mice. Oh, the poor mice and their little tiny balls.
Aww.
Yeah, the poor guys.
Ow!
They injected them directly into their mouse testicles then. The nanoparticles were long nanorods. Oh, geez. Of gold atoms. So imagine a tube of 120 gold atoms along a diameter of 30 gold atoms. Very small, but it's gold.
Yeah.
You coat it with a few long polymer chains on their surface. They look like oblong bacteria with hair sticking out of it.
I like gold.
I got gold in my testicles. Radiation caused heat lesions on the skin surrounding the mice's testicles, so it didn't work out great. But they're getting there. They're getting there.
Fingering. Da-da-da. He's a man who's working on some contraception.
There you go. There you go. You could, in theory, chat's making a joke about it, but you could ask your personal home assistant, like your A-Word or your Google Home or your, whatever, your Siri device, that you could ask it to warm, hey Siri, warm up my testicles.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Warm them up.
They'd have to be Bluetooth enabled, though.
Yeah, they would. It would have to be Bluetooth. Well, they'd have, yes, and they'd need more hardware than they currently can handle at that size.
Oh, man, so many jokes. Bluetooth, hardware. My gosh.
Oh, what
it's
are
like,
we doing?
This
Yeah.
thing just writes itself. Lester Holt, we're setting you all up for some great comedy tonight on NBC Nightly News.
That's right, Lester Holt. Come in here with your no lips and let's get this going.
An alarming trend with COVID today.
No one has any lips.
Finally.
Here's our final story.
Yeah.
An album made entirely of endangered bird sounds has beat Taylor Swift on a top 50 chart. Oh, man.
Did the Night Attack guys do this? This feels like something the Night Attack guys
It does, doesn't it? They've screwed with some chart and ruined it for everyone else. Anyway, for the most of December, Adele had the top-selling album in Australia, followed by Ed Sheeran. He's the one with the he looks like a dope, but he's a super sexy singer. You know him.
That's right, yes. Ever since that Game of Thrones cameo, jeez.
Just took off like crazy. Anyway, then there were collections of absolute bangers that took everyone by surprise. Songs of Disappearance is an entire album of calls from endangered Australian birds. Last month, it briefly perched at number 3 at the top 50 charts, ahead of Taylor Swift.
Songs of Disappearance.
Yeah, Songs of Disappearance,
Songs of Disappearance, Taylor's version.
I kind of want to hear it. I wonder if it's, let's see if I...
Yeah, if it streams.
Yeah,
sure.
let's see if I've got it here. I'm going to find it.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, we probably won't get a flag from YouTube by playing Songs of Disappearance.
Yeah, if it's just birds, then who cares? Okay, it's not on Apple Music or Spotify, so we got to try YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
we'll try YouTube, see if they have it.
Okay.
Songs of Disappearance. Here it is. Yeah, they got it. All right, you hear that bird?
I do.
Let me skip ahead some.
It's a yellow-throated booby.
Yeah, it's always the booby.
How about a yellow-throated booby?
All right, so this is literally just... This is just endangered bird sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I could listen to that for a chunk of the day. That would chill me out. I think I might. I might.
Starting to get a little... We're starting to get a few too many birds for my liking.
Oh, too many birds at once? You need less
too many birds at once.
Yeah.
I was expecting good evening tonight.
That'd be cool. That'd be great if there was narration and stuff. Make it seem like what's his name presents.
YouTube. This is an alarming tale. Good evening.
The Crow. All right. There's your stories. That's your news. That's all she wrote. But we got a break now. And when we come back, we'll be here with Bill for a little bit. I want to talk about Brian's recent print as well, because we're going to talk about all that stuff.
Oh, good. Have you done something with it?
No. Just your Daredevil. I want to talk about that.
Oh, I didn't print that. I painted it.
Or painted it. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
The painting is really good, and I want to talk about your methods. And then I'm going to sneeze. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! All right, there's that.
Yeah.
I don't have a push to sneeze button. I only have a push to cough button. So can't push it for that.
Yeah. No.
Trying to keep
it doesn't work. Yeah. You got to keep it.
The integrity of the show depends on us being truthful and honest in all the things we do.
That's right.
Anyway, Bobby after that and more. So stick around. Before that, Brian's going to play this song he brought to the show.
Sure. Let's go to the Swedish Lapland for this one. For a band called the Magnettes. They are from Pajala. I think it's Pajala because I don't think Sweden. Do they not pronounce the J's? Do they turn them into H's?
I don't know.
Pajala. Anyway, Pajala. It's probably Pajala.
Pajala.
I bet it's a yeah.
Okay.
Quick, get IKEA on the phone. They have a brand new single coming out on Friday. This coming Friday. It's called Monster, and it's about the flirty, sexy, excruciating stage where it's like, will they or won't they? Is the way that Rebecca Digerval explains it. You're a nervous wreck trying to downplay your feelings, but they're growing and growing. Well, let's hear it. There's a really cool kind of 50s style video that goes along with this. The song is Monster. Here are the Magnettes.
And of course, the Force is a word used by witches down through the centuries to describe the power they receive from Satan. Characters like Darth Vader, who look almost exactly like the ancient Norse god Odin, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and there's a form of witchcraft called Obi witchcraft, in which chanting Obi, Obi, Obi over and over again releases the power into the witches' lives.
A super refreshing alternative.
This is the morning stream. Is it over yet?
No, it's not. We're still here. Brian, who was that song again? One more time.
That song is The Magnettes. Ends with an E-T-T-E-S. And they've got a brand new single called Monster. Comes out this Friday.
What was her name again? Digeridoo? What was it?
Oh, Rebecca
De Mornay? Not De Mornay.
No, Digerval.
Oh,
Rebecca Digerval.
Digerval. All right.
Yep.
Try not to say that too fast. You might screw up. Is what I'm saying. Hey, we're back. We're gonna get going here with our guests, and one of them already because he's on here all the time. Been here for quite a while, and he makes cool stuff. He goes by the name of Bill, and he's about to join us. And when he does, you'll hear this.
Your bat cave's open there, Bill.
Bill Duran joining us from punishprops.com, all the way up there in the Seattle area. Bill, welcome back to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Bill.
What time is there?
Projects to show off.
Oh yeah, he does. We should do this real quick. So Brian painted a Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
Now, the reason I was really interested in bringing this up today is because you did something that I do in digital painting.
Sure. Yeah,
which is you don't necessarily go with like traditional lighting techniques that a lot of people use. You went with like different shades of red, and I just wanted you to maybe explain how you did that and then show it off.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you probably do this a ton, Bill. So painting an object, you've got to kind of figure out where the light sources are, where the shadows are, that sort of thing. And with minis, there's this thing called Xenothil Painting or Xenothil Priming, where you take black primer, gray primer, and white primer, and you spray the object from a source so that you can kind of see where light would naturally hit it. So good example here is Thor, which I'm holding up to the camera again. Yeah. And this is, aside from the flesh colored paint that I've painted on his face and arms, you can see like the grays and the shadows and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that with like an airbrush to do the spraying?
No, just spray cans. So basically I spray the entire thing black, and then I come down from the top and do kind of like a halo spray in gray, so that.
Oh, cool.
And then just a straight white spray almost directly
Like light would hit it. Like you're doing it like a light
would
direction.
hit it in the face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spray, some white spray in the face. There you go, Jamie. Just a lot of it.
No, that's really cool because what you have to do otherwise is rely on actual lighting in a place to even get the effect. Whereas this says, hey, I always want the light from underneath and from the left. So that's just how it looks no matter what you're doing. Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's something I've seen with a lot of minis. They'll like if I'm painting a prop, I'm not gonna like bake in the lighting, right? Because I want it to look right in whatever lighting it's in. But I've seen a lot of mini painters do that, where they'll put a glowing crystal, let's say, their character, and it'll look like that glowing crystal is casting light on other parts of the mini.
On other parts.
Oh, it's so cool.
I almost did that with Doctor Strange because he's got two little glowy things. Let's see, put a little light thing behind. So he's doing two like little what does he call those? Like his little magic rune kind of things.
His hand runes, where he's always he's drawing the portals or whatever with them. Yeah.
And then and I made those green, and I almost continued that green onto his glove. But his cape is a really good example of what I'm talking about. So let's see if I can get the shadow. So Doctor Strange's cape is also three different reds, a solid, like just a straight up red, and then a light one and a dark one. Duh, of course, right there.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you work with your mid-tone, and then you got your darker and your lighter and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. But when you do the Xenothil priming, you can that automatically tells you where those shadows are going to be. So here with Thor, you can see the shadow parts of the cape. You can see the light parts of the cape up top, and I just use those as my source when I'm painting. And
that's a really great idea.
Sheet. It's kind of like tracing, basically.
That's so cool. Yeah,
that's really cool.
With Daredevil, this one I'm just super proud of. It just came out great.
He's got under lighting that is convincing to me. I see that and go, oh yeah, Brian's got some perfect light shining down on his figure, but it's not. It's just your colored. Yeah, that's really cool.
Exactly. So it was. And this is the point now where I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of this mini painting thing after painting 20 minis. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of it. So I don't want to go back and look at Black Widow and Captain America and Iron Man, the first ones I ever printed, and see, oh geez.
It's almost like keep it at it constantly is the way you improve things. So that's cool. That's very good.
You think. And then over the weekend or last week, I painted Thanos, and everything seemed to go wrong with that. Like I had over parts where I was brushing really carefully, but still some paint got in areas that it wasn't supposed to, and his eyes don't look right, and his chin doesn't look right. And
it'd be funny if only 50% of it worked right.
Well, right. He looks half bad is the problem with Thanos.
Thanos looks exactly half down the middle.
Exactly half bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All
right.
It's good that you're practicing, though. Practice is what helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Practice makes perfect, as they've been telling me our entire lives. So,
and these, for people who are wondering where these came from, these are from the Marvel United board game. So these are not things that I've 3D printed. I know some people are thinking that these are things I've 3D printed. No, these are from the Marvel United board game. I have 87 figures in this current batch, minifigures to paint, and coming sometime in 2022, because I've already paid for it on Kickstarter, is another like 112 X-Men figures that are coming.
That's a lot. You're gonna have to pay.
You'll be a pro by the time you're done painting all of those.
Yeah, by the time I get to that last Wolverine, that fourth version of Wolverine that they're sending, I should be a real pro.
Yeah, you should do Jubilee and then have regrets about it. You should do that.
Yeah, well, we all do that. Yeah,
we all feel bad about Jubilee existing. Well, there you go. A little update on some of Brian's crafty work. Hey, Bill, what are you doing this week? What do you got going on?
Today I wanted to talk a little bit about critiquing art on the internet.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good time for that.
Yeah. So I have a theory that the world would be a kinder place if more people took a studio art class and had to have their own art critiqued in front of the class.
Oh yeah.
Now, you guys went to art school, right? You've gone to a studio art class?
Yep.
You had your easel out in front of everyone else?
Oh yeah.
We did. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had what do they call those? Critique, like basically had critiques every Friday.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Basically, for the uninitiated, if you went to a valuable school, not art school like the rest of us, Basically, you have like a studio art class that's like 3 hours long. Everyone has an easel in like a semicircle around the subject. Could be a bowl of fruit, could be a naked person, whatever you're drawing that day. And everyone in the class spends that whole session drawing on their easel or painting or whatever it is. Then when everyone's done, there's time to do the critique. Everyone turns their easel around, facing inward, so everyone can see everyone else's artwork. And one by one, everyone talks about their artwork and other people offer, hopefully, helpful critique.
Hopefully constructive criticism. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we
So
had it's a similar setup, except the hard part with us is our teacher was a very successful commercial artist in his own right, and during off semester he was getting commissions for Newsweek and big illustrations for big publications, and was really good. So it just added to the stress, because that dude was also going to give you his 5 bits after everyone else had their say. And it always just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die in here. But it was really valuable. Like, not just valuable as a learn how to deal with criticism, boy, kind of reason. I mean, like, more of a, I don't even know how to put this. Just having to perform that stuff under pressure, that kind of pressure, was really valuable to me. It still helps me to this day.
So if you're the one getting your art critiqued, you learn a lot. But if you're the one doing the critiquing, you learn a lot too, because I've found people tend to be a little more gentle with their critique, more thoughtful when their head's on the chopping block next, when their art's going to be judged next.
Yeah.
On the internet, people leave critique about artwork who have never made anything in their entire lives. And their
right, yeah.
Their comments tend to be a lot more pointed, a lot less gentle. I've found, I don't know if you guys have found this, but posting your art on the internet can be kind of scary. You drop that art on the internet, it has to speak for itself. You can't be there to defend it. And I'll tell you what, too, it's especially true if that work includes part of you, like maybe your entire face in an entire video, like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's really hard to separate a critique of that artwork from a critique of the artist, critique of yourself.
Sure.
It's very hard to not take that personally. Ask me how I know.
I bet you know. I bet if anyone knows, you know. Nothing like a YouTube comment to get up in your craw.
Yeah.
Oh, so, really brighten your day. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my philosophy if I'm leaving feedback on the internet about someone else's artwork. I tend to go with the if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all method. I tend to go with that. Mm-hmm. If you see art you don't like, try to think, you know what? I guess it's just not for me. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't have to say anything.
Don't have to comment on it.
Yeah.
Now,
it's just not your thing.
If you do see art that you love, say something. Please, for crying out loud. People tend to only speak up when they have a criticism. But if you love art, tell the artist, and try and pick something specific to compliment, right? Yeah. Oh, I love how you did the shading on this. Oh, the paint job on that prop looks really, really good. Pick something specific. Trust me, it will make someone's day.
Yeah.
And then sometimes an artist will post something and ask for feedback.
Yeah.
Which I think is, I don't know, not always a great idea.
It's a very brave move to do that, I think.
But if you see someone doing that and you want to leave feedback, please just be gentle. Be gentle. Put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah. Here's one exception I make. If I feel like you're punching up, and it's better to be punching up always, whenever you can with your criticisms. But if it's somebody's stupid NFT Bored Ape bullcrap, go ahead and criticize it. It's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ape with a doobie in his mouth.
Yeah, and then here's a version of him with a bong in his mouth, and now here's a version of him where he's pink instead of brown, and it's like, yeah, go ahead and punch up on those. That's fine. Those are stupid. Anyway, but no, you make a really good point, and now more than ever, Bill, like everybody who creates anything has an outlet for it, right? Like it's not hard to do. Get an Instagram account, get a Twitter account, get a whatever, have an Etsy store. Like everybody who wants to can push their work forward, and just know that it's a big full place full of a lot of competing ideas, and I don't know, be nice to each other, I suppose.
Yeah, and everyone gets to have an opinion about everything.
Yeah, everybody, and they all think that it's really important that they share it.
Right.
Yeah, there's no getting around that. So enjoy our modern nightmare we built for ourselves. Very cool. What you got anything else this week you want to impart?
I have a video for you. Just dropped it in the chat there. If you look up Michael Alm, ALM, on YouTube, he does a bunch of woodworking, and he's been doing a lot of patterned plywood.
Oh my God!
Plywood is several layers of wood, and if you cut them and stack them with those layers facing up, you can use that pattern to make something look really artistic and cool. He's done a bunch of projects like that. It looks so cool.
Oh yeah, look at that. I do.
Wow. So each of these V's that we're looking at here is made up of 2 slices of plywood, connected at the middle, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
With the end grain exposed, so you see the pattern.
Yeah. Oh, holy cow! That's gorgeous.
It's really neat. Yeah.
Right?
How much would it cost you to do a whole wall like that? I wonder. Probably a lot. Probably be really expensive.
I mean, it's about the size of a 4x8 sheet of plywood.
Yeah, it's not the cost of the plywood. It's the time of cutting each of those little squares, and then joining them up.
Well, my thinking would be, what would you have to pay a dude like this to make your custom wall?
Geez.
And he'd make bank. He'd have to, because why else would you do this? Holy crap!
Jeez, yeah.
It's really intense. That's awesome. Go check it out. It's again, let's see, Michael Alm, ALM. Am I saying it right? I probably am.
Yeah, probably.
I'd probably Alm. Anyway, that's up there on YouTube, so go check that out. Of course, punishprops.com, Bill's very own little awesome channel. You can go check that out, punishprops.com, or the channel on YouTube. Hey, Bill, anything else you want to mention before you go?
No.
No? Nothing at all?
Nope.
All right, then. Bill's wearing nothing at all. You heard it from his mouth. We'll see you soon. Bye. All right.
See you, Bill.
Bill does the show naked. Confirmed.
That is amazing looking. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, it's really pretty. That kind of stuff blows my mind. Man, look at all the views you get if you're a smart wood guy.
Yeah, that's a thing, right? It's like people want to learn how to do wood stuff. They go online. Not a lot of people want to find a video about how to add chapters to your podcast. It's just not as popular. Not a thing.
I've struggled for years to figure out what my YouTube play would be, and I don't have one. I just don't.
Well, you totally do. It's your art. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
For you, it's an obvious one.
It is, but is it? Like, I don't know if anyone cares. Do they care? Do they want more of that? Like, okay, I will admit, last week when I put up or a couple days ago, I put up the process of that Among Us character who's naked underneath with the knife.
Yeah, with the knife.
And it's just a short little TikTok style tall video thing, and that thing went crazy. Like on Reddit, got, I don't know, it was on the Reddit Among Us page and ended up with like 8,000 upvotes and all this sort of stuff. So clearly there's like an appetite for some of this, and maybe that's the format. Short, narrated, very quick, easy to consume. I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. I've never figured out quite what I should do. Got to figure it out.
Yeah, I wanted to do some painting stuff. For at one point, Dunaway and I were talking about doing a side-by-side stream where on his side he'd be drawing the Marvel character, and on the other side I'd be painting the mini of that same Marvel character. Right, so like it'd be a side-by-side thing. I haven't figured out a way to put a camera in a place where it picks up the mini really well and what I'm doing to it without it being in my way, because I already hit my magnifying I have a little magnifying light. I hit that thing all the time anyway.
Yeah, that's hard. How are you going to avoid that?
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe TV's Travis, you do painting streams. Maybe hit me up and let me know if there's a really good way to do it. Oh, Dunaway's in the chat room. Yeah.
Is he?
Do you think we'll ever do it, Brian? Do you think we'll ever do that stream?
You should do it. You guys should make that. I'd watch that. Hell yeah. That sounds like fun.
It would be fun, but
one day we'll figure this shit out. Hey, that's that. Let's get Bobby all up in it.
Yeah, let's get Bobby.
I need to understand the world around me, and so
I do. Who better? I hear they're sending tardigrades into space. I want to know about that.
Ooh, tardigrade. A little water pig looking weird ass things. I don't trust him. No, I don't.
It's probably not the story that he's bringing, but I'm curious about it.
Yeah, tardigrades are interesting. But today we'll find out more once I hit this button that brings in Bobby. Wait a minute.
Science.
Hey, Bobby. What's up, science man extraordinaire, South Carolina, all that business? What's going on?
You know what you need for YouTube? Seriously, if you want views, if what you're looking for is views, you've got to do kids
Opening
tutorial
toys.
drawing. No, well, yeah. But you could do kids tutorial drawing videos. My kids watch tons of those, just like how to draw an Among Us character, and you do it. They're constantly watching those and drawing along with it.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Carter, you're in the chat. Let's do this together. Let's come up with a dad-daughter YouTube domination strategy, and let's
There's
make
a
it
great
happen.
channel.
Totally do that.
Yeah.
It's a great format too, the two of you, because you can chat about it and give each other tips and advice. And if you're thinking about your audience being kids, then it could be really good. I mean, there's channels like that, and
yeah, we really enjoyed our early pandemic. Was it May of 2020?
That was great. Yeah, your
that was
Saturday
fun.
morning classes or
Yeah.
whatever they were.
Both
That was
my
super
kids
fun.
Watched that.
Yeah, we had a really good time with it. We got to do more of that crap. So,
Yeah.
all right, you guys are giving me ideas. This has been good. Bye, Bobby. Just kidding. Hey, let's talk about some. Let's talk about some sweet science. There's something going on. You haven't told me, so let's surprise everybody with what you got. What's going on?
So doctors have transplanted. This is breaking news, by the way. Just yesterday,
Cool.
I threw out what I was going to talk about, which was fish. Scientists trying to teach fish to drive.
What?
Oh yeah, right. Like they're in a fishbowl on a wagon looking thing.
Yeah.
And the way they move around drives the little wagon. Yeah.
Is that real? That's real then. Okay.
That's a real thing.
Some scientists did do that, and it's kind of dumb. Well, I shouldn't say that because I don't know what they're.
Hey, let's
what
see
they
you
said they're
drive
trying
from
to-
within a tank of water, Bobby.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
what
see
they
you
said
get a
they're
fish.
trying to do with that is they said we want to see if the brain regions of being able to navigate your environment. Navigating your environment is probably a pretty highly selected for evolutionary process in the brain, right? It's important to be able to navigate your environment.
Yeah.
So they said,
think, yeah.
is this something that is selected for in each species brain? Like as you go down the evolutionary branches, does each separate branch then evolve the ability to navigate, or is this something that is way further back in evolution that is just so broadly applicable to every environment that all animals were able to use it? And so they decided, let's take something like a fish who can obviously navigate in the water and see if we can figure out if it can then also navigate on the land. So they put it in a tank with some wheels and then put like a target off on the end, and if they made it to it, they'd give it a treat. But my thought is, all it's doing is swimming towards the edge of the tank, and then the tank moves in that direction. So that doesn't sound like it's learning to navigate anything but the water.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right. He's just learning. Okay, it may learn. Ooh, if I do this, I will benefit from doing this.
I will see these.
Right.
I will see movement, or I'll see movement this way. And if I do this, I'll see movement this way.
Yeah, and if
That's
I
really
get,
all-
it'll learn that if it does it, it gets a treat, but it only has to swim to do it.
Right.
The
Yeah.
fish already does that.
Fish don't know where they're going.
No.
So I don't know why these expert marine biologist researchers didn't talk to us first, because clearly we understand.
Right.
Yeah.
We must have all the information, and why didn't they come to us, those idiots?
Right.
Right. Exactly.
But that's not what I wanted to talk about. See, that's why I was glad to, because we just talked about it.
Yeah, no, there's your transition.
Well
done.
The other more important thing that happened yesterday, and very exciting, is that doctors just transplanted a genetically modified pig heart into a human for the first time.
Oh my lord. That's I call that the getting porked. No, that's not what that's called. Let's not say that. Let's back that up and never say it again. So wait a minute.
You're
So
on the record now, Scott.
I didn't know pigs. I knew pigs like flesh wise and stuff. They use them for they use pig carcasses all the time on Mythbusters because they're a lot like human corpses, or human.
Yes,
if you
they
shoot a bullet through it or whatever, it's very similar tissue and all that. But I didn't know the heart in a pig had anything close to compatibility with us. Is that? I guess that's the
pigs
truth.
have always been one of the animals that scientists really have wanted to figure out how to transplant organs from pigs to humans, because for a lot of reasons. But some of the main ones are that pigs, their organs are similarly sized to us, which is of course important, and because they have such close proximity to humans, there's less of a risk of disease transmission because they should share a lot of the same microbiome as us, and stuff like that. The problem is though, and let me summarize the news item, and then we can talk about why this is amazing and awesome. So it was just on Friday. This past Friday, doctors at the university, it's January 7th for anybody listening later. Yeah. Doctors at the University of Maryland Medical Center performed that transplant on a living human, which is really important, and I'll get to why in a minute. But the
they need to live. My guess is if they're living, that's a better experiment.
Big heart into a dead human. That's been done.
Well, what I mean by that is that if you remember, maybe last week or the week before, I mentioned that there was in September of last year, they had the first pig to human kidney transplant.
Yeah.
And that was done on a brain dead human, which is still a biologically functioning body, but it's a non-living person, so
right.
They're brain dead. So that's the distinction here. This person was not they were an actual it was an emergency heart surgery. They were either going to get a heart transplant or die, and they were not eligible for a heart transplant. So they did this, and so far as of last night, Monday, after 3 days, the patient's doing well.
Do you awake and going, how's it going, everybody? I'm feeling good. Is that going on? Yeah. I assume that they've been transferred to a mud bath. By now
in the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, if you but the long term is more of an indicator, right? Like how he's 57. I'm looking at the thing right here. David Bennett's his name. Too ill to qualify for a human heart. They did this experiment, and there's a bunch of questions about ethics going on right now about whether we should be using
whether
stuff
we should
from
do
pigs.
this to pigs at all.
Right. I'm sure if you're super vegan minded, you're probably super pissed about this or something. I don't know, but it seems to me like I eat enough bacon in my lifetime that I'd be okay with one of those being a heart. It's fine. Just
sure.
Be a heart.
You heard me complain about the grisly angry bacon or angry pork that we munched on from Japan. I don't want any of that. It's probably a heart right there.
Yeah, Brian probably isn't going to finish his. I am totally going to eat this. No problem. No problem.
So
I'll probably finish mine. There isn't a lot in there.
Yeah. I really like it.
The long-term viability of this transplant is, of course, the real question. I mean, in any transplant, even human to human, there's always concern about rejection and whether that's going to happen after a long time. Just because you've had it for a couple weeks doesn't even necessarily mean that it's going to last. So they have to keep close eye on people. And so if it's from an animal to a human, that's even more of a concern. And the reason why is actually some really fascinating science. So mammals in particular, have they have a sugar in their body that's called alpha galactase, or alpha gal is what they shorten to.
Oh yeah, the whole Star Trek episode about that planet. They were great. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. It sounds like a 1920s alpha gal.
Yep.
Hey,
look at me.
It does, yes.
You're an alpha gal.
But it's galactase. It's a type of sugar that most mammals have in their body, but primates, importantly, do not have this sugar.
Oh.
And so humans being primates, whenever a transplant has been attempted from an animal to a human that is a non-primate animal like a pig, then our immune system attacks that sugar very aggressively, causing almost immediate organ rejection. In fact, when you do it with a kidney, they say that when you attach a kidney from a pig to a human body and then start pumping the blood through it, it's like almost instantaneously it starts to turn black and necrosis appears on it, and you can tell right away that it's dying. The body's attacking it and killing it.
Okay.
And so in September, when they did this with a kidney and they attached it to a brain dead person, whose name I forget, but they found out that it didn't do that, and they had it hooked up for I think several days or just a number of hours. It had it hooked up for a long time, and it never rejected. And so the next step was, of course, is this going to be possible in a live human?
Yeah.
And there are lots of ethical questions for this. So for it to be done in a human, this is a big deal. So the question is, how did they do it? How did they make it so that they were able to, the body would not reject this galactase? And they genetically modified the pigs to remove the genes that create galactase.
Right.
So
probably good for hams, but not good for heart transplants, right? Like whatever.
Right. Well, it's funny. The reason they discovered all this or one of the reasons they discovered all this is because it was recently found out that, and I say recently, I mean in the past few years, maybe the past decade, it was found out that there is an actual meat allergy. You can be allergic to meat, and it's almost certainly because of this galactase thing. Some people have something that happens to them that causes their immune system to start attacking galactase in the meat that they eat.
Yeah.
And but it always happens whenever the transplant. So yeah, they genetically modified these pigs to not have galactase, and it's so far so good over the past 6 months. The couple times that it's been tried, it seems to be sticking. Now we'll find we'll know. We'll see long term if this heart transplant sticks.
Yeah.
But
we still do artificial.
Very exciting.
Artificial hearts still happen. I mean, we were Utah was temporarily famous for
Barney Clark.
Yeah, that guy. That still happens then, right? That's still people get them.
Yeah, people still get artificial hearts. Yeah.
Why isn't that the dominant form? Why is it still preferable to have either a transplant or possibly one of these pig innovations? Why wouldn't you want just a robot heart?
Well, you definitely do want an actual. Well, you have to. Your body evolved over millions of years to create a heart that works inside of you, and so there's been a lot of work going into that in nature. So we created one that does the job, a lot of the mechanical things, but I'm sure there are tons of issues with wear and breakdown and not getting it just right. I don't know all the details, but if you could have a heart that already is built and does exactly what it's supposed to do in exactly the way it's supposed to do it, then you would prefer that. But there are lots of last year 3,800 hearts were used in transplants, and there were definitely more than that in terms of people who needed a heart transplant. So we don't have enough organs to satisfy all the people. I say satisfy like they're very dissatisfied by nothing.
They're hungry for it. They need it.
They have a hungry heart.
Yeah.
But to save the lives of people who need organ transplants, we don't have enough organs. So having another way will save lives. But of course, there's the ethical issues, genetically modifying pigs, which are, by all accounts, quite high up on the sentience spectrum, and are pretty smart animals. So
yeah,
Well,
that's super interesting. I would. It's a kind of story that normally, I don't, for whatever reason, like a science story will come and go for me, and I kind of don't hang on and find out what happens later or whatever. I just figure someone will tell me if it's a big deal. But I kind of want to follow this one. I want to see how this dude does. Yeah. And can he eat the McRib later and not feel guilty? Like, I got a lot of questions.
No, nobody can.
Because if there are any random pig heart parts in that, I guarantee, or if there's any of that floating around, it's in a McRib. So
it's in a McRib for sure. It's made from the same stuff this Angry Pig Japanese snack is made from.
I really like it.
Shaped in a rib, stamped with rib marks, with grill marks.
For sure. Well, all right then. This is fascinating stuff. Keep your eye on the story, and of course, Bobby will bring us up to date if anything happens between now and the next time we talk. But
definitely,
Bobby, tell people where they can get more of your scientific knowledge.
Well, I've got a podcast called All Around Science, and I do that with my fabulous co-host Maura every week. We talk about science news just like this. Yesterday, the episode that came out, the main thing that we talked about was how MRI machines work.
Oh,
and they're so important. We hear about them all the time. We use them in hospitals all the time, but the way they work is pretty fascinating technology and science. Did you know, to give you a little teaser, did you know the whole body in the process, what an MRI machine does is throughout the process, it turns it magnetizes your entire body.
Oh my lord!
You get turned into a giant magnet.
I mean, I know that they make sure that they know where any metal fillings and any screws you might have in your knees and stuff like that. But wow, that didn't realize that you're basically Magneto for a little while.
Yeah, you are.
Well, there you have it. All around science is where you're going to want to be. Bobby Frankenberger, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye now.
See you, Bobby.
All right.
Cool.
Brian.
I have to paint Magneto. See ya.
Yeah, bye. Get that going. All right, that's it for that. Quick note that a new Play Retro went up yesterday. We had a great time talking about I did it again. Fantasy Star 4 for the Sega Genesis.
That'll be the final time that you call it Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I don't have to do it anymore. Thank goodness that episode's over. But we had a really good time. Me and Dunaway, he pushed through his COVID brain and made a show, and it was great. He seems to be doing much better today. And come next week, we're going to be doing the first 3 Donkey Kong games. So we're talking old arcade, Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3.
Ms. Donkey Kong.
No, there was no Ms. Donkey Kong, although I would have loved that. They missed an opportunity, and then Baby Donkey Kong and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, those 3 games are really fascinating. There's some great stories.
Donkey Kong 3, is that the one where you're shooting like grappling hooks up at them?
You're spraying. It's bug spray. So you're spraying.
Bug spray. That's right. Yeah.
And you're not even Mario. You're some no-name dude.
Right.
It's a weird entry in the series that I actually really like as a game, but it's odd. And so we're gonna go through talk about that, and then talk about how that stuff all parlayed into the biggest series of notable video games of all time. There's only one character on this planet that everyone knows with universal knowledge, and that's Mario. Mm-hmm. Where did that all start? Why was he called Jumpman? Were those games any good? Are they good today? Like, we're going to go deep, and I can't wait. It's going to be great. That's next week on Play Retro here on the Frog Pants Network. Brian, I'm going to play a Tuesday morning mashup because we screwed up yesterday. I played the wrong one.
All right, we played a bonus mashup yesterday. Yeah,
Well, at the time I looked, it wasn't in there. I swear, Jamie, it wasn't me. Maybe Dropbox effed up, but it's in there now. And so we're going to play it. This is called, good news, everyone. It's called Turtle Vagina. Okay?
Good news, everyone.
Yeah. So if you were worried about it being crappy, well, good news. It's about a turtle and his vagina. Enjoy the story, and we'll see how it goes. You know what I could go for? A jar of somebody's sealed bodily freaking fart gas. We technically have 2 Bobs on Tuesdays.
No, because Bill is William.
Oh, yeah, right. Bill. What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Roberts, not Williams. A Robert is a Bob. A William is a Bill.
Yeah, okay. Yep. You are 100% correct. In my head, though, it was all wrong. And I mean, like, I was moaning while I was eating it. That sounds weird. But I was moaning.
You don't even have to work hard for that one at all, Jamie. That one, like, handed on a plate. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Jamie. Well done.
Do you think his sergeant, by the way, said, "Get on your feet, maggots"?
I hope he did. He's Canadian, though. Canadians, they're too nice.
Did they say that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just say, "Oh, hey, if you don't mind, we're going to go run a couple laps, eh?"
Oh, hey, maggots, if you could get sorry to wake you up, but if you could get on your feet, that'd be great.
They're just too nice. Yeah.
There's Bernie's hole.
Well, that's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect place for Bernie's hole.
My 1% hole right down there, my 2% butt.
My 2% butt with a 4% hole. Yeah, drinky, major pinky. That's what's going to happen there.
Well, they'll need a lot of drinky to take the major pinky. I don't know what your Saturday nights look like.
Yeah, Saturday night at Johnson's house is not quite the same. Well, we may have to do a little procedure called the amoeba. Oh, what does that involve? A tube in your peen.
Tubes.
Yeah, no tube in my peen. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that looks like a vagina. I'm in.
Yeah.
Think of it as Diamond Club Television 21, but shortened.
21, because that's the year.
Right. It's not Detective Comics Turtle Vagina. It's...
That was my favorite Batman villain, by the way. It was
I'm gonna get you, Batman. Turtle vagina's not overdone with yet, Batman. It takes the whole mashup to find out what the title means.
Totally does. I completely forgot. DCTV.
Yeah,
Perfect.
DCTV. Well done. All right, we're done. That's it. That's the show. Oh, Brian, do you have anything going on? I mentioned any programming notes here?
Not today. No, Hem and I are going to record a soundography, but that one won't be edited and posted for another couple weeks.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Do you want to hint as to what we listened to for a week? We
Yes.
listened to nothing but surf music.
Oh, my gosh.
Not just your oldies like the Safaris and the Beach Boys and stuff like that, but new stuff like Los Straitjackets, the Vivisectors, the Thurston Lava Tube, all sorts of great surf music that still popular. Still some bands that are doing nothing but doing surf music.
Is there really a band called
and Dick Dale.
the Lava Tubes?
Yeah, the Thurston Lava Tube. It's named after a monument or a thing in Hawaii that's called the Thurston Lava Tube. Let me see where that thing is.
So is it from? It's not this?
Lava tubes.
It's not that.
Lava tubes. It's it is a trailhead. It's the thing you can walk through. Like it's a here we go, tropical forest area featuring a long subterranean cave formed by ancient flowing lava.
Ooh.
And the photos of this thing is just amazing. It's in the Hawaii Volcano National Park.
That's really cool. All right.
Yeah.
Learned something new today. I've learned a lot
Thurston
today.
Lava Tubes.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so that's coming up soon. I forgot to mention I'm on Schleicher's Major Spoilers podcast tonight. We're reviewing a comic trade that I can't believe I liked as much as I liked it. Let me just put it this way. I don't like Teen Titans, generally speaking, in the comic form.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff, but for the most part, it's just not my jam. I don't know why. It just feels like CW comics for some reason. But I just read the coolest little story, and I'm going to talk about it tonight.
Listen, those old, like the new Teen Titans when they first introduced the team with Beast Boy and Starfire and Cyborg, the George Perez drawn stuff, that is some fantastic Teen Titans.
Yeah,
stuff.
the George Perez art alone is worth reading that series. You're not wrong about that. Was Raven in that lineup or not?
Yeah,
okay.
Raven was part of that lineup, and they introduced Tara, the woman who could control ground and earth and dirt and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and,
I want to be a dirt controller.
Deathstrike
yeah.
is in there. Yeah.
Who's the one that controls ghosts? Forgot her name.
Controls
ghosts. She might be newish. She can call a bunch of she can call ghosts out of the ground and they'll aid her in her
really?
fighting.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Forgot her name. And then Robin, little pecker. Damien. Was it always Damien? Was it
No, it was Dick Grayson. The new Teen Titans Robin was Dick Grayson still.
Right. Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, these days it's Damien and he's kind of a weenie. Anyway, there's that. Real quick here, a note about Patreon support. Yeah, that's right. We got to keep the lights on. See these lights that are on? They're not on without your support. So keep them on over at patreon.com/TMS. Tomorrow we'll mention a few names from there and give them our thanks, as we like to do here on the show. Become one of them and get all kinds of benefits for an extremely low rip-off price. And by rip-off, I mean you're ripping us off. Like, we screwed up. We effed up. We've talked about this a bunch of times. I'll just say it again. We messed up the structure. We made it way too cheap, and that's fine. It's the genie's out of the bottle. It exists how it exists. We need your help, so go be cheap and send us $1 for a month of content.
Better take advantage of it before we fix it, and everybody's screwed at that point.
Ooh, that's right. We're gonna artificially make you guys feel like you need to hurry up now and go do it. All right, there's that. Frogpants.com/TMS for all your other needs. That's going to do it for the show. Brian, do you have a song to take us out with, though?
I do. A Whatnot, a.k.a. Luke, emailed and said, "Hello, Swiss and Brie. For the umpteenth time, I'm requesting a Queen cover song for my birthday. Q. Scott."
Oh, birthday. Sorry.
Happy birthday to you.
And a happy new year.
Well done.
Love it. I would like to request Killer Queen by Queen, covered by Travis, another band that I'm a fan of. I want to thank the Tadpool for being the greatest, most supportive community there ever was, and also thanks to me and you and Scott for all the entertainment and friendship. See if it's too early to get yourselves a fish sandwich. I can see why you would love the show, though. Luke, a Whatnot in chat.
I can definitely see why you like it.
And then, where's the sandwich? There it is.
Hey, it's too early to get a fish sandwich.
There you go.
Oh, look at you. You've got them all at the ready now.
Yeah.
So his birthday is until day after tomorrow, but I was amazed to find that that so many of our listeners have birthdays on the 13th. So it's going to be a whole week of birthdays on the 13th this week, the rest of this week. So get ready for that. Anyway, today we're celebrating Luke's birthday on the 13th, and he did want to hear this cover of Killer Queen, originally by Travis. This is on the bonus edition of their album, The Invisible Band. Travis is great. Great song, Sing. Couple really good covers by Travis, too. Anyway, Killer Queen, covered by Travis.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
What the